Ooh, and we're live. Testing out my audio.
For you guys, Calvin and Calvin. No, that Adam's got dinner at his own home.
Oh, people are here. Welcome. So, surprise, I'm doing a live stream. I realized today that I didn't have. Hold on, I can shut that door.
15 minutes because we got whatever.
Don't forget to check in on your cards. I have not done a for real, like, you get to play it out live auction. I'm fiending. So, I'm going to do this one. Um, yeah. Welcome, Quad Striker. I'm so glad you're here. I am here for bids too. In fact, I think I might just go all in on like Justin Jefferson because even if I have to go like 70, this is such a predictable mock, especially if there's only going to be if there's going to be six bots, I can make that up later. Hopefully there won't be six bots, but we'll see. And let's see, because it's almost 6 p.m. and I've done all my chores and all my childcare is accounted for, I would do some shots. If you, like Bob Ross says, if you want to participate with me at home, feel free to get your own and follow along. That's not good. That'll loosen up the purse strings real nice. All right. So my plan here is to just follow what's going on, and I'll do this aloud. I'll share all my thinking with you so you can see what I'm doing here. Follow the early bids in terms of how they relate to the projected. Usually they're about 5 to 10% higher. If that happens in the market crash, wide receiver will tend to happen around wide receiver 18. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17. Who's it going to be? Right around my favorite, Calvin Ridley. But if they're going for more than 10% in the beginning, that pushes it up. So better, well, higher ranked. There's no better guy than Calvin Ridley. Higher ranked guys go for more. And let me go ahead and turn up my volume because I can tell I'm a little low based on my levels. So just be patient. I'm doing the solo. Now, if they go for under 5%, first of all, I'm getting some guys. And second of all, I'm not counting on a market crash later. But because it's 10 teams, and there's almost always a market crash. I'm worried that a bot is going to bid like 72 on Justin Jefferson. I really want to just get Justin Jefferson. This is a rare mock, not a mock, this is a rare real league where I'm not in it with a bunch of sharks from Football Absurdity. So I can actually go in and err a little bit, throw caution to the wind in the beginning and make it up later. But I'm worried a bot's going to step on me. Let's take a look at some of these teams' names. I'm, of course, a Bonaconda, don't want none, unless you got buns, hun. And if you want to know how to change your Yahoo name so you can have such extended puns because the character limit is like right here, uh, let me know. Let's see, you have a bad name, you have a bad name, you have a bad name. Joe Buck yourself, team. That's a great name. You have a bad name, you have a bad name. Dominators. That's decent. It's like Dominators with an M. Okay. Aikman didn't know. That's just gay porn. All right. And then your team name is Broncos. Understated. All lowercase. Okay. I hope that works for you. See what's going on. It's cool that the draft room is loading. Already loaded. So I can see people come in. Looks like we have 6 people and 4 bots. And the usual rule of thumb is if you have 2 or more bots in here, the market's going to crash hard because bots don't know how to bid to save their darn lives. Let's see here, though. Yeah, but this person's making us wait. Derrick Henry for a very specific $28. Interesting. Projected 42. So 10% more, 5% to 10% more would be 46 to 52. Maybe 46 to 50. Oh, and he's already up at 50 because of a bot. So that's gone for a high end of 10%. You can also play this if you do counting cards in blackjack. You can play it where you go, okay, now we're plus 8, but I prefer to use percentage. So now I'm plus 10%. Oh, here he goes. I'll bid 2, sure. I'll probably win the bet. Oh, 3. Thank you, Korok Leaves. Your time is valuable. I appreciate that. Let's see. And I will have to be doing a small bit of parenting. I have most of my parenting set for the night. My wife's taking them to a community movie night. But I will have to do a small bit of parenting, so you can see my kid. Yeah, and the bot goes 72. I'm not. I can't. 70. That's what I said would happen, and that's what happened. Yeah, Quad Strike with counter-cutting out of the G is so good because it's easy to remember, and I'm just kind of cobbling it together. So if anyone wants to refine it, I've seen several fantasy analysts kind of refine it. But so that was 72, and he's projected for what, 65? So that went for 10% more. Hi, you are on camera. That's totally cool. Just want you to be aware of that. My wife, ladies and gentlemen, my wife. So 5 serving container, 22 grams per serving, 110. But you divide it into thirds, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so 110 divided by 3 is going to be, not bidding on any of these guys, 110 divided by 3 is going to be 37. Yeah, have them do 37 cards plus a BG. Thank you so much. All right, that's what I was talking about there. Let's see, Jalen Hurts went for 31, which was only like less than 5% over. Tay went for 58, which was between 5 to 10% over. So like I said, this is pretty normal. What's going on with Jamar Chase here? Be a guy. Huh. You're going for about 10% over. So towards the high end, but it should cool off. We can see that. But I still am predicting that I got to nominate a guy. Here, you have this loser. I have wide receivers highlighted. Oh yeah, that guy can get out of here. Anyway, I'm still predicting that the market crash where wide receivers go for about 60% is going to occur. Demo Samuel, Calvin Ridley, Tyler Lockett. And in the past, I'd said 50%. I raised it a little because Yahoo, look at this. They cool off. They cool off right here. They're kind of starting to understand that there should be a market crash. The $23 to $18. Yes. What did I say before?
37.
So 49.
49.
Yeah, milk's 12 carbs. Thank you. Good catch. My wife again, ladies and gentlemen. And somebody has that. Oh, it looks like some people have showed up. And that's cool. So 43, that's a little bit more than 10% actually. Brees Hall, another guy I don't mind if you draft him, but I'm not going to get him. because I can spend that money on people that don't scare me, I guess. Yeah. I'll use this time to pay attention. Well, see, I'm paying attention to the market, so instead I'll use this time for. It's really nice. Usually it's Waleed, and I do some like two quarterback experts, like super flex mocks with Waleed just pooping all over me because it's hilarious and I love it. Um, oh my God. Okay, no, stop, 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 stop. Not pouring a beer. And the bot makes us all teases us and then goes, that's still not so high, but I don't know. I don't want to. I'm trying to be educational here, and one thing I don't want to do is be like, I can go high and make it up by anticipating market forces. But that only is helpful if I show you how I'm anticipating those market forces. And a lot of the time, if I go that high, it's just I'm like, I got a feeling. That's not helpful. That's not helpful. So let's see. Patrick Mahomes, you are cool. You're going for 26. Let me show you my favorite window here too. And a lot of people don't know this exists. I made a video about this. You go to draft results, and it shows you round by round draft results. But then you go to positions drafted grid, and it shows you who's drafted what position. Like, oh hey, only two running backs have gone. And in fact, let's make a wide receiver one tier list. I just pivoted. That was a little bit of whiplash, sorry, but I realized I need to have my tier list out because I do need a wide receiver one. Sure, get in there. All right, so back to draft results. Position drafted. I can see that. Oh wow, everybody needs a running back. So I probably want to go in sooner than later, and I could cut up tier. And actually, this will be more interesting and informational when I come up later. What I'm going to do now is report an ad for stupid reasons. If you scroll all the way down, oh, you can't see it. Never mind. It's funny. Stefan Diggs. I heard he was getting traded. Okay, so. Let's see what's going on with my tier here. There are one, two, oh, got a bid while I do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's still safe to let guys go if I think they're for too much. And I don't want to bid 50 for Stefan Diggs because there's still a lot. It's when it gets down to like 4 or 3 that I'm like, I got to get a guy. Because if you got the last 2 or 1 in your tier, you're going to want to get that. Oh, and I'm on the board. Abonicon don't want none unless you got buns on. Has Stefan Diggs for 47. And I'm with it. It looks like the bots are mainly bidding, except for this bot, which is not going to have a team. That sucks. Thank you, Quad Striker. I appreciate it. Let's see people stay cool there. My goal in this is to come up with a team that's so spectacular. People are like, how? That's impossible. What? Because that's what I should be doing in now Yahoo 10. 10 team leagues are very little variance in how the market works. There's 2, maybe 3 ways the market can go. 3 ways. I told you, said it earlier. 5 to 10% on the first 18, 10+% the first 18, and less than 5% the first 18. You know what? Thank you, bot, for representing the Wally contingent and getting in there. And I love how your name's. Oh my God, he just sits there. Good Lord, this is bot an AI? Because to Bijan or not Bijan, and then just hop in for 55 for Bijan. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see what's going on. Now, I don't really need to move on a top wide receiver, but I do because I think I want to go to top wide receivers. Yahoo's defaults are half PPR, but I don't know. I feel like the market crash might happen later than sooner. So I don't want to get value with my second and third running back. I just want to get value with my second and third. I don't want to get value with my second and third wide receiver. I want to get value positional advantage with my third wide receiver only. What's going on here? Why are you guys wasting my time? I'm not getting Christian McCaffrey for 60. Thank you. God. It's weird. All right. So anyway. Don't be sorry. At 7. Yeah, you have your in your phone to leave at 6:30. And then yeah, do like there'll be lots of parents there with lots of kids. They know just do like zone coverage with those parents, and it'll be easy peasy. Didn't you just pick up a bunch of soda? Oh, okay. There will be refreshments there if you want to chance it. My wife, ladies and gentlemen, what just happened? I don't know. So I go up to updates. Chris McCaffrey 61. That's a pretty fair price. Market seems to be cooling a little sooner than I thought. Ooh, I'd love it if someone could close this door. Oh, thank you so much for hearing. You have such good hearing. I'd love it if somebody could close two doors for me. Can you spot the two doors I want? And you've wandered off. Good talk. Oh well, not the biggest deal. If they're out of the house, they're not going to be allowed. All right. So Josh Allen, 21. I'm just going to let. Oh, there we go. Y'all know who I'm targeting at what at quarterback. It's going to be Jackson Fields or Herbert or my Mia Moore, Trevor Lawrence. Good Lord. Average 6.4. That's who I'm targeting. Good Lord. I need to go into some guys now. I can do better. Let me start with a wide receiver 2. That's actually a top 10 wide receiver. Oh, fine there. Oh, good. Josh Allen now going for 30, which is a healthy overpay that keeps the pressure on the market. And that's what you want because eventually the market's going to crash under that pressure. Pressing down on no mass for. Uh-oh, I need to change battery power. But I can wait for Tyreek. Boy, so the question is the market cooling? People often think that the market is cooling when this happens, but really it's more frequently there's a lot left in the tier. And so they wait too long and then they get burnt. So I'm going to do a little dance here and just plug it in my computer. I'm going to go ahead and let that be cool like that and then get on to wide receiver. Or maybe it'll cool even for. And the problem is the best values, and this is a key thing. Oh, it's my turn to nominate. Let's get people's wide receiver slots filled up. The people looking to see. Oh, hey, I'm gonna wait until the best values occur. Garrett Wilson for 37, Amon Ross St. Brown for 36 are the best values, but because of the best values, they're also the end of the tier. So you're probably not going to get them from those values unless they get nominated early. And maybe I should have nominated Amon Ross St. Brown early in retrospect to get him out while there were still guys in the tier. I now see that was probably the optimal strategy. And these are things I learned on the job. All right, what happened there? Jalen Waddle went for 31. I like that. I don't need Travis Kelce. I'm getting Mark Andrews. Oh, excuse me. I'm not liking that talk. Oh, Malcolm, I'm so glad you're here. Could you shut that door, the glass door? Thank you so much. In case you don't. No, because you're going to a movie in 15 minutes.
What?
Movie in 15 minutes. In fact, come here and get your brother. Come here. Also, demonstrate parenting. I love it. Could you get your brother too, please?
Calvin!
Oh, I'm streaming, so please.
Calvin!
Thank you. All right, so you are on camera and audio, so refrain from whatever. Let's think of some movie expectations. Because we don't want to overwhelm your mother. She'll be there alone with you for the first hour, and then I'll catch up. Who can tell me a movie expectation? Oh, Calvin, I love that you raised your hand.
Be quiet and not loud because people want to watch the movie.
Be quiet when the movie's on. You can be a little wild beforehand when you run around with your friends. I love it. Malcolm.
Don't eat your popcorn loudly because there's popcorn and water passed out.
I wouldn't worry too much about eating your popcorn loudly because there'll be like 50 to 100 people eating popcorn. But I love your attention to other people. That shows great self-awareness.
Oh, and also, don't like be obnoxious.
Yeah, don't be obnoxious.
Don't interrupt. Then
Yeah.
that means you're like, oh,
Can I suggest
he did
one?
that. Yeah.
Be thankful for what you have.
Yes.
Don't be looking for a dessert or whatever. And
Like extra popcorn.
I think this movie, I think there'll be plenty of popcorn.
Yeah.
Just be sure to enter your carbs.
Are
Okay,
you gonna
that's
raise
great.
your office?
So who can summarize the expectations we have so far?
I forget.
That's great. I'm so glad you forgot because now I'm going to be reiterating them. I remember the first one was don't be loud during, don't talk in the
Don't
movie.
be obnoxious. Be thankful for what you have. I forgot the second one. The first one.
I think that's it. Don't be obnoxious during the movie. Be thankful what you got.
Don't interrupt. Don't.
Yeah. I think that's good. It's good and kind of rockets. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate that.
Wait, why? It's not even 6:45.
It's 6:30, and you want to get popcorn beforehand and hang out with friends, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I apologize. You had to see that nasty, bitter side of me. All right. Oh, Chubby Joe, what's going on? I didn't do running back tiers. So let me just see if I can slip in a chub here. Yeah, I know what I did, and I did it. Uh-oh. Oh, dang. So close. Not really, because two people were waiting for that. I can make up so much ground at running back, though. Boy. Oops. Not sure I wanted to do that, but I'm okay with that. Yeah, I got out of it. I'm going to go ahead and redirect my sons. Nah, whatever. They burn energy. So Chubb ended up going for 49, so that's fine. I do need to pull the trigger, though. When in doubt about pulling the trigger or not pulling the trigger, the general consensus is unless you're taking all of your money, like pull the trigger. Ooh, thank you for nominating Amon Sam Say Brown early. This is going to be a guy I get. Because with Cooper Kupp, CeeDee Lamb, Devontae Adams, and Garrett Wilson left, I want to move now while there's 5 guys left, before there gets to be 2 guys left. And wow, I got him for 36. That's how you do that. So Stephon Diggs for 47, Amon St. Brown for 36. I don't want any of these guys because that would kind of take my budget. And also, I want that wide receiver flex spot for after the crash. So thank you for joining us here tonight. I'm trying to show what I'm doing. I predicted that Cooper Kupp is going to go for undervalue. The next wide receiver nominated, top tier, is going to go for undervalue. And then the last 2 are going to go for something stupid. Because there's still a lot of humans in here and they still got a lot of money. And, oh, Cooper Kupp might not go for undervalue, which is great for me. Spend your money, accelerate that crash. Thank you, Quad Striker. Thank you, Quad Striker. Also fun to do a few shots to loosen the purse strings. So just to summarize again, I'm doing a Yahoo free public league. They don't let me do the paid leagues in my state, Washington. You know what? Let me do a Washington rant. Washington's online gambling laws are the stupidest thing I've ever seen. And I'm sorry if you've heard this anecdote before, but I'm heavily active in the school district. I teach 5th grade. I was head of the PTA during the pandemic. And during the pandemic, I wanted to have a free bingo night. Just show up. We've got money in the bank because we're not spending any money because it's the pandemic. And we'll give free prizes, prizes to the winners. No entry fee. Washington State said that that just violates their online gambling policy. And I called them up and was like, are you sure there's no gambling because there's no risk because it's free? And they said, yes. Anything that's random with prizes like bingo is gambling. And I called up state PTA and I'm like, what? And they're like, yeah, we get a lot of these calls. It's illegal. And so screw Washington State's online gambling laws. That make no damn sense. And I just wanted to help families that were stuck in there in the pandemic. And oh, sorry, Mark Andrews is up. Gonna get. Don't care. I'm playing with house money at this point. I'm gonna act like I don't care. I don't know. Maybe I'll bid on him. Sure. Love it. Would have gone 30. All right. In conclusion, Washington State's gambling laws suck. All right. So we have Stefan Diggs, Amon Ross St. Brown, Mark Andrews, and I have $90 left. But that's not what you want to look at. You want to look at max bid at this point. So I have one, two, three, four, and a tie. I'm tied for 4.5, highest left. Justin Fields is good for 11. And now I can start looking at the positions drafted grid. You want to go to draft results? And I'll be round by round. Positions drafted grid. You see, I'm thin at running back. Let's see, one person has two running backs, but that person has $37 left. Don't care. One person has two running backs. That person has $4. Don't care. Another person has two running backs. That person's $20. Don't care. So there's going to be a lot of competition for running backs. So I need to make a tier here. All right, let's make a tier. Let's see. I predicted CeeDee Lamb would go for below value, but we'll see. People might start getting nervous. No, I don't want Travis Etienne. I'm going to Calvin Johnson. These are the guys left that I would consider to be great as my number one running back. And the thing is, even if Jamar Gibbs goes, he's not going to be last in someone's tier because everyone's going to have Ramondre Stevenson, Travis Etienne, Joe Mixon above him because I'm really picky with my running backs. So it should be fine. Every state has their own gambling law quirks. I work in that industry, so I've heard a lot of strange stuff. Sounds like Euro RB is in full swing. It is, isn't it? I didn't even think about that. Quad Striker, I would love to hear some more weird state online gambling laws. If you want to share Quad Striker, I would love to hear it. Let's nominate a running back that I don't want. Yes, you may come in. What? Mom has her timer set for 6:30. If I were you, actually, could you send your mother in here?
Yes. Mom, Dad wants to see you. Mom, Dad
So let me float some out there, see if you like it. If you don't like it, how about you go by yourself, drive, get some Dr. Pepper right now, and when you come back, we'll walk to the clubhouse. Sound good? Great. All right. I'll keep an ear on the kids. Actually, you know what, boys? You can have 5 minutes of Minecraft. You did a lot of exercise. I thought that would make her happy. Ooh, I would love if someone could shut the sliding glass doors, though. Or whatever those are. I would love that. The French doors. Thank you so much. Please don't strip. All right. We'll talk strangers in the Discord sometimes when it's not draft season. Love it. Love it. Tony Poyard. El Poyard Loco. Oh, I'm hearing shouting. I would love to hear voices lower from 2 to 1. Thank you so much. Soon my family will go to movie night and we will be silent. I'll join them later. I have twin 10-year-old boys and they're the same age as the students I teach, so it's kind of nice knowing exactly how they work. That beer has been chugged. I want my wife to walk the boys to the movie night because it's kind of hot out, and I know they'll be a lot more tired and easier for her to manage if they get just that much more exercise. Miles Sanders for 13. Nah, I'd rather have two of these guys. I suspect the market has been cooling. I wouldn't mind Aaron Jones and Gibbs. What's going on in the positions draft grid? Oh, people are starting to. No, just one more person's filled up. Oh, and that's Dominators, isn't it? Who has 19. It's interesting how the four people who have two running backs are the four people with 1, 2, 3, 4. The four people with way fewer money than everybody else. That's interesting. It's also why a lot of people are pivoting towards heavy wide receiver builds this year. Again, if too many people pivot, you got to zag while everybody else zigs. But right now, it looks like the zigging is in season. Let's see. And if you're just joining us, my team so far: Stefan Diggs for 47, Amon-Ra St. Brown for 36, Mark Andrews for 27, and I have the one, two, three, fourth most money or fourth highest max bid left. But there's a big significant difference between my money and the higher money. So I'm hoping I can knock out the running backs, so I get two of these guys. And as Quad Tracker points out, do a nice Euro RB. And Najee is on the board, so maybe not. Lovely inertia for Najee right now. Who's liking him? Christopher, Adam McCondon, or Leafs. You have no one. You have Jacobs. This is gonna go high, even though it seems like it's not. There's Quark, Leafs. Oh no, we're all. Oh, Joe Buck, yourself or your team is in the mix. I'd like to pay 50 total for my running backs. I suspect Jones and Gibbs are going to be going more for 20. Because like I said, this is my tier, but it's deceptively not representative of a tier. Okay, I have Najee Harris for 31. That puts me in a position where I'm waiting, but this is where I want to be when I'm waiting. Quarterback's going to drop. RB2 I want for like 20, dropping my max bid down to 30. And then I'm set, except I just get a post wide receiver crash market guy and get in there. So the question I'm asking myself now is, do I have too much money left, if you can believe it? I don't think so. I think I have the perfect amount of money left. And I have my guys. I have Mark Andrews, Najee Harris, and Amon-Ra St. Brown. Stefan Diggs is just because I always make sure to get a wide receiver one, because when you know the market, you got to go early in on a wide receiver one, because otherwise you'll end up with like $50 left over because you knew the market too well. What did Saquon go for? 46. Well done. Well done. And that illustrates a good point, which is that you got to accept that other people are going to get some steals. And I think Saquon for 46 is a pretty good steal. And that's okay. I could have price enforced it, I guess, at the cost of almost all of my max bid. But other people are going to get steals, and that's okay. I predicted the last two in the tier would go for higher than average. Let's see if I was right, because right now it's looking like Devonta Adams is about to stall out. There's only two left. Wow. Devonta Adams for 41. I was wrong. I was wrong. But I still pushed in for a guy like better, Amon-Ra St. Brown, for less. So that's still, even though I was wrong about the end of the tier, going for so much, still the strategy of getting a guy before the tier ends worked out better. You think you're absolutely set here. I'm liking this so far. But then again, 10 teams auctions are something I start doing in May. And so I kind of know exactly what's going to happen here. If anyone has any questions, let me know. I suspect the wide receiver market. Let's look at draft results. 1, 1, 2, 0. And Korak Lee says 141, and Joe Buck has 102. I don't know what the wide receiver market's going to do, and it seems pretty average. So I think Debo Samuel, Calvin Ridley, and Tyler Rocket, who are listed at 17, 15, 14, one of those is going to go for like 10. That's what I think. But also, I've not been doing math because I'm on my fifth drink now, and I guess I started drinking half an hour ago. Good Lord, I drink a lot. Yeah, you don't play 10 man, so it's a case of every team looking awesome for me. Yeah, I'm with you. I don't roll out of bed unless it's for 12 or more teams. It's so easy. But also, cut my teeth on this. So Stefan Diggs, Amon St. Brown, Najee, and Mark Andrews. Yeah. Let's do a quarterback tier here. I definitely want to get Aaron Jones or Jameer Gibbs. But let's see who's left. Burrow, Herbert, and Lawrence. I got to get one of those. I'm not touching anybody else. The unique thing I've noticed this fantasy football season is that the top eight wide receivers have the potential to finish number one. If you told me they'd finish number one, I'd be like, yeah, makes sense. Boy, people are kind of like, we're running out of top tier players. I mean, the best running back is Joe Mixon, Travis Etienne. Garrett Wilson is the last guy for Devonta Smith, and yet people aren't pushing in. So I'm a little confused, and it makes me think that there's not going to be a wide receiver market crash at a good time, which makes me happy. I got Stephon Diggs and Amon Ross St. Brown. Now I got to nominate who's going to get people's blood going. Thiggins? Yeah, he has to. No, Kalave. Kalave is a huge hit. And to keep talking about what you were saying, Kojak seems in trouble to me. Let's check the Korok seems in trouble. Yeah, you got Saquon Barkley and 141. Yeah. At least this guy's got Patrick Mahomes, Garrett Wilson. That's the thing is a lot of people, and this is a Yahoo public league. So I imagine some of these people, it's their first auction. A lot of people are used to, are conditioned by uh, snake drafts where you can just have a list, and when that list comes to you, when the time comes to you to pick, you take the guy who's highest on the list. And that translates mentally, psychologically to I'm going to pick guys who come to me that go for below their projected value. And that doesn't work in auction because if somebody goes below their projected value, it means every single other person at the table didn't want them. They have so many question marks. And so Korok's trying to value shop. And as Quad Striker points out, like, what are you value shopping for? You don't get to kick it with you. Use the value first by getting a big player, then value shop. If you watch Waleed and I draft, our most common thing we fall into is we get a guy we love. Doesn't matter what the price. Then we just wait until the value comes to us again, where we're kind of big bank. Then we get a guy, then we wait. You've got to spend it forward. You've got to pre-spend. There's no point in shopping for value if then you have a bunch of money and everybody on the board is going for value. So that's why I wanted to go in on Justin Jefferson early or Stephon Diggs early in this case because I'm like, the value will come. I got to spend it now. It's counterintuitive to how things go, but it's the only way to do it in an auction. It's very different than snake draft for that reason. But judge book yourself and Korok Leafs being active with a lot of money is going to be a thorn in my side. You know, I still have top 50% max bid, but if they want the guys I want, then they're going to get the guys I want. They're going to end up with a mid team. That's fine, but I'm not trying to beat them. I'm trying to beat everybody else. So I want the guys I want. I'm definitely going to end up with a toolbox bench. So I'm going to set that out right now. Just going to put my toolbox bench players in here. Addison. And then I think I don't need really help at wide receiver. I'm going to get Calvin Johnson. Let's get Sharps. I'm going to get all of these guys, by the way. Go 17. Ken, Roshan. What's going on now in the draft? Ah, the guy who has one running back and the guy who has no running back are overbidding for a guy that's mid. Who else is on my list? A few more guys. We'll see. We'll see. It's drying up in here. Yeah, Joe Buck's making moves. Which what did Korak do? Okay, Korak did the things he wanted to do. And Joe Buck did some things he wanted to do. All right, that's fine. Pass. Where's the pass button? In my big money league, we do it in person, and we do something fun where we don't just go back and forth and shout it out. We take turns. We sit in a circle and we take turns. And on your turn, you can either bid higher or pass. And it's a 14 team league, and it brings some sanity and some efficiency where you're like, once you pass, you are out. So you can just be like, I don't like this guy. I know he's gonna go for more than I want. I'm just pass. Just skip me. And you don't have to be like, are you in? Are you in? Are we waiting? Going once, going twice. And it has a added benefit, and it's amazing, is that at some point in every single player's auction, there's two people left. Everyone else has passed. So every single player nominated leads to a showdown and just smoke drifting through the air, two guys angrily shouting numbers at each other. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. If you have an in-person league, I recommend it. I can't believe I just let Joe Burrow go for 5, but that's okay. Other people are going to get deals because I'm trying to talk here. Adam, you think my camera's frozen? Well, let me work on that. As long as my audio's not frozen. Oh yeah, my camera's frozen. Let's George Kittle. Don't want him. All right, let's play. Now I get to do some on-site drunken. All right, there we go. I love being able to fix problems on my fifth beer, my fifth drink. Thank you, Adam. Appreciate you. Glad you're here. Your league enjoys, Quad Strikers League enjoys the chaos, shouting, and trying to beat the gavel. We have a good auctioneer, though, who's not for years. Yeah, there's benefits both ways. We like the, okay, now there's just two guys yelling numbers at each other. Oh my God. Every single time. How many people are in your league, Quad Striker? Because I don't think we can do that at 14 team league. We shifted to this format because we found that like going once, going twice, oh I bid, led to like 4 to 6 hour auctions. And we're like, oh my God, dude, I've aged considerably since I've been here. Dalvin Cook. Don't care, don't know him. Handsome guy. Okay, only Justin Herbert and Trevor Lawrence are left in my tier. Only Aaron Jones and Gibbs. Well, let's focus on one thing at a time. Who's got a quarterback? Who doesn't have one? Tibujon doesn't have one. He's got $3, not an enemy. Abanaconda, oh, that's me. Korak Leafs has $73. Maybe they'll get my other quarterback. Aikman, $78. Maybe they'll get my other quarterback. Broncos has $3 and not in there. So there's only two people fighting me for the two quarterbacks I like. I might go in next time because I don't want both of them to have one of those two to have the same tier list as me. But then again, I don't know. What is going on here? This is not acceptable. Good Lord. Yeah, I'll take a $16 ATN. And the problem is I'm going to heavily invest in Jacksonville's offense with Trevor Lawrence and Calvin Ridley. So I don't know. I gotta let somebody else have a deal. Yeah, everyone's gonna have a deal. Everyone's gonna have a deal. And I feel great that someone else got a deal here, especially if it's Joe Buck, because he's one of those two guys who's competing with me. Oh, and Korok, great. So this is where the position draft is good when it comes in play. Joe Buck is fighting with Korok to fill out their second running back slot. They have more max bid than me. And so I'm really hoping that one of them wins, either one, so they cool off by the time Aaron Jones and Jameer Gibbs get up. Who won that? Joe Buck yourself. Great, good job. And let's throw out a Kamikers. What's going on here? What are people doing in terms of wide receiver? Joe Buck and Quarkley's, they have 1 and 2 wide receivers. Yeah, let's throw out a Kamikers. No, let's do a Quaker. Yeah. I'm hoping either who's got a running back. My real hope is that either Christopher or Korok Leafs do it. They're the ones who have more money than max bid than me that don't have two running backs. That was my goal for that. And he's going for $8. What the heck? Excuse me. I'm gonna be belching a lot here. In fact, I'm gonna pour it over here. What is going on? Do I want it? Okay, good. Come on, y'all. Believe in the natural power of Seattle's running back. This will be the first time in 4 years that Seattle's RB1 will be playing in December. Secrets out. Secrets out. Just pouring another IPA. And who got him? Joshua. That's fine. That's he had one. Didn't really want that actually. There's still two fiending guys. Okay, what's going on in the running back tier here? Oh, Aaron Jones is up. Oh yeah, they're top of the tier. So I think I need to. Oh, and Aikman wants Aaron Jones. I need a jump bid, which confused everyone. Okay, thank you, Joe Buck. I think I need to do that too, just to see if he'd price it for us. I don't mind a $20 Aaron Jones. I don't mind a $21 Aaron Jones. All right, so now I've kind of screwed myself. Jahmyr Gibbs, last running back in my thing. It's not the biggest screw myself because our Discord hits on running backs all the time, and I'd be happy with a functional James Conner or well, that's about it. Damn, I should have bid on Aaron Jones there. Oh well. All right, stick and move. Let's do this. Well, I might pray a pity penny for Jahmyr Gibbs, and I might pay nailed it, a pretty penny for Trevor Lawrence. Calvin Ridley. Oop. Eggman's going to bid. You don't nominate a guy for $17 when you have 72 max and not bid. Or Eggman's playing a bad game. This is weird. This is really weird. That's weird. Why would you nominate for $17? Oh. Joe Buck's getting drained. I now have the second highest max bid and only $1 behind that guy's max bid. That kind of straightened everything out for me, actually. So even if I have to go toe to toe with him for Jahmyr Gibbs, it's going to be all right. He also has two wide receivers. What do you think about this? Also, how's the wide receiver market crash going? Not quite there yet. Right here is where it is in my predictions, which could be wrong. It's time to go to the movie show. Yep. Oh, it's definitely time to listen to your mother, who's expressing her emotions. And respect them. Thank you. I don't care. Brenner's kind of on my do draft list, but I'm busy working out some things here. Quarterback, running back, and flex. You should walk. You should walk. Yeah. Be sure to look up the carbs on movie butter popcorn and enter them into your insulin pump. Uh-oh.
What?
Have Calvin and Mommy look up the carbs.
Have you guys look at the carbs? Popcorn and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can estimate. This pump's really good. Uh-oh.
Does Mom get to drive and we just walk there?
You're both. You all. I'll walk together. I don't know what just happened there because I was hit with 3 family members at once. But I want Trevor Lawrence, and I love the Trevor Lawrence love going on here. Still have Herbie. What's going on? I'll just grab Herbie. That was not right. With Big Bank, I should have pushed it in. Oh well. As long as I get Herbie And for around $16, that's fine. And I will because this guy has no money. This guy is my competition, and this person has no money. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said guy because these could be any gender under the rainbow. So sorry about that. Okay. Point is now I have to push all in Jameer Gibbs because oh my god, I've got $49 max bid and I just need Herbs and an RB and a post crash wide receiver. And there's this what's going on? All right, what's going on here? Would like to pay under $25 for this guy. He's my number two guy besides Lawrence, who I should have pushed in for. This is why I do this kind of drafts, you know. I practice sober against football absurdity lunatics who are really good at everything, but I also need to practice drunk against people who are from the public, like I do in my big money league. Oh, maybe I don't want it. Maybe this guy's sweating it. I'll make him sweat. Oh, now this would block myself from getting a post crash receiver, but I'm starting to think it won't happen. And good Lord, I just. Okay, that was solid. Filled that, still have $30 max bid. Gonna get Herbs. Herbs and Jameer Gibbs, and $12 is all I need. Oh, and the moment of reckoning is here. Well, I better chug some beer while I bid. When I'm down to the last in the tier, I like to let the clock go down a lot in case the person I'm going against is like, oh shoot, I messed up. Hopefully someone will bid. Okay, it's all good. We're good, people. I need to get Herbert, so I'm going to nominate Dak, hopefully fill up another slot, and then I will have $3 for slot bitch, hopefully. All right, that worked out. Yeah, I got kind of lucked out there, but some luck will happen to you at every draft. Aikman Bending is the only person who can rival me for Herbs. I don't know, man. I don't know. If I don't get Herbs, I have to get two. What? See, with this, I can work a bench though because nobody wants my bench guys. Maybe. It's all a question of who is going to be the prince of our ball. Is it going to be Herbs or is it going to be an also ran? I like Stephen Diggs, Amon St. Brown, Calvin Ridley, Najee Harris, Jamar Gibbs, Mark Andrews. That's totally fine. So who am I nominating? Just quarterbacks. I really need that question mark filled with the Herbs. I've got $15 max bid. I can go high. My bench players are deep enough that people won't know what hit them. Where did I go wrong a little? Trevor Lawrence, if I'd gotten him for 18, I would not have been able to afford Ridley, but that's okay because that's a post-crash wide receiver right there. Not getting her, not getting Lawrence and sacrificing my wide receiver post-crash slot. That's my one mistake here. My one critical mistake looking back if this doesn't go the way I wanted. Everything else is fine within market trends, but letting Herbs go for 17, sorry, Lawrence go for 17, that's where I should have been like, look, I'd rather paint my quarterback in and leave my wide receiver flex slot in because I can phone that in with a flex with a post crash guy if there's a crash. I can't really phone in. My tier dries up right here, Justin Herbert, maybe Tua. I don't know, but this is where tiers, and this is why you make tiers ahead of time, is so you know. Look, this is where I'm done. I have my tier one of quarterbacks is 8 there, and then I have nothing because that's not what I want. You tell me one of these 8 guys here finishes as number one. I guess 9 guys. One, two, three, four, five, six. Nope. One of these 8 guys here finishes number one. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. You tell me one of these other guys finishes number one. I'm like, what the hell, man? Mayonnaise? Doesn't make sense. So I love it if Herbs goes. Let's see, what's my total? 23. I really want to have 3 $2 players and 3 $1 players, plus a kicker and a defense. That's 6, 11, 12. I guess I can go 11 for Herbert. Like, I guess I can go 11 for Rainbow Herbert. That's what I'm thinking here. After that, I don't know. But then again, these people aren't good, and so they're going to let me have these guys who are geniuses right here for not $2. I'd rather bet that they're not going to have me, that they're going to let me have these genius guys for $1 instead of two, than I don't get Justin Herbert. But even then, I get my guys. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Najee Harris, Jahmyr Gibbs, Mark Andrews, Calvin Ridley. I have 7 guys that win your league, and I have 5 of them. So that's all right. Oh, and look, people getting desperate. Let's see how Quad Strikers analysis Korak Leafs, as they might be screwed up. Trevor Lawrence, great. Crystal Lovey, Devontae Smith, all right. Saquon Barkley, good. Isaiah Pacheco, all right. DK Metcalf, I guess it turned out all right, considering they still have $53, which is a stupid lot. Hopefully, who needs a quarterback? Still Aikman, that's my guy. I need Aikman bending the knee to get a quarterback. And I nominate, so should I nominate a quarterback? Okay, who does this guy like? Minnesota, San Francisco, Houston, New York Jets, Philly. Is this Aikman Pinelli? Yeah. Chicago, Tennessee. It doesn't seem to like a team. Hmm. They ended up, Quad Striker says, they ended up okay, I guess, but they got big holes that are between tight end for Finman. Yes, and more importantly, they have 53 freaking, or sorry, they have 61 freaking dollars left. They're going to be like, huh, I could have just upgraded Devonta Smith to Justin Jefferson or whatever. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. It's so nice to be in a real keeper league where everyone's not kicking me in the nuts like they are in every football league, which is it is good, but it's nice to take a little vacation. All right, my nomination, yeah. Let's see if let me just punt and maybe Aikman bending at the knee likes Tua. If he does, I'm set. Or he or she or whatever their pronouns are, all valid. I just want to know. No, this idiot who has Lamar Jackson is going to bid on him. All right. Yeah, I think Aikman bending at the knee is going to want to bend me over, pardon the gay reference, for Herbert. I tried. I tried. All right. Well, just gonna have to push hard on Justin Herbert. It's not gonna work. They're gonna go hard with me. Okay, yeah. All right. Drake London. I don't care. I've got. This is also why, if you look, my toolbox bench has like one wide receiver and running backs because I'm like I usually end up with like Stephon Diggs and Ron St. Brown, Calvin Ridley. I'm like I don't need gas come November. I've got gas. So people have a lot of money left. Oh, all right. It's jumping out pretty good considering I've pounded 7 drinks in an hour, but like, I'm just trying to simulate my home draft. So that's why I do that. I want to look at my team name. Abana Conda, don't want none unless you got Buns Hunt. I like that. I like that very much. I like how people click on my team name and they see that. All right. So, little miracles. Little miracles. See what's going on here. What else do I want to share? Nothing really. I hope I've shared how this has happened. The wide receiver crash happened about 2 positions later, it seems like, than I predicted. And we considered Jake London to be a slight crash. But what happened was the uh, big name players stopped going for 5 to 10% more and started going for -3% or so, -2% to 5% more. And that really made it so there's not an accelerated market crash. But I kind of showed up against that by just grabbing these two guys and unintentionally showed up against that by grabbing this guy because I'm always grabbing that guy because that guy owns. Um, he's my guy. He's got the 4 horsemen of the wide receiver apocalypse. He's great. He's mad, a little nuts, and he's got a huge upgrade in offense. Oh, great question. Quad asks, in this sort of spot, do you ever nominate Herb yourself to see if you get him or have to pivot faster and get other things? I'm not really in the pivot because if you look at my list, I'm just, after this, it's bench. And so I don't need to get other things. So I'm just thinking like, how can I get the one thing I want at this point? So great question. The pivot was earlier. I think I said maybe I should nominate Lawrence or who? I said I should nominate somebody where there's like four. The pivot is when there's like 4 or 3 left. If there's ever a pivot, I'm a big fan of. Okay, let me just back this up. Quad asked essentially, when do you nominate guys you like? And the usual question is I never do unless it's late. But if I do, it's when there's 3 or 4 left in my tier, and much I get them for greatly affects the rest of my plan. So in this case, it was like I had like nobody at flex, and everybody else filled in, and QB was a question mark. Then I think I should have pulled the plug on Herbs or Lawrence and just seen what it was, because then I can make a plan for flex, which would be don't spend $20 on your flex, wait for the market crash, or whatever. So I will nominate. I guess you should nominate a guy if there's 3 or 4 left, and you're just so full at that point, except with one other hole, that knowing that will let you know how much you should devote to that hole, and the hole should be flex because there's a lot to play with there, and the rest should be your bench. So, oh, good, Justin Tucker's nominated. This will waste a lot of time. I wrote an article this season called "Stop Spending $5 on Justin Tucker." So let's see if people listen to that article. because at the time Justin Tucker's average was $5, and it looks like they learned to bid $4, and it's four of your last $5 for a human who. Whoops! What the hell just happened? It's 4 or $5 for a human who's actually here. Well, that's weird. Get ready for Keenan Allen to symbolize the market crash, which I believe I predicted. Actually, yep, yeah. All right, so never mind. I was right about the market crash from the very beginning. Or maybe I should not count my chickens before they're hatched. Nope. Yep. I said it was going to be there and it was there. And guess what? If I had stuck with myself, I would have gotten a $6. Wait, what'd you go for, dude? Oh my God. Why is Cal Pitts showing up? Yahoo. Y'all don't make no sense. Whoa. Never mind. Never mind anything I just said. Yahoo just spit out some weird stuff on my screen, which is, if you think that's weird, try watching the Yahoo Draft app. It is stupid. So I don't know what just happened, but I know I'm not bidding $6 on Rashad White. Lord. It's my turn to nominate players. The question is, do I want to nominate Aaron Rodgers, Kirk Cousins, Geno Smith, and get them for $1, or try to continue to knock out Aikman bidding over Buck? And that's a great question. What do you need, Aikman? You're actually almost close to me in max bid. Oh, are you? Not really. You don't need anything. Let me nominate. Oh, I nominated Justin Herbert because I talked too much. All right, so let's do it. Let's do it. This happens. You gotta roll with punches. Let's see here. Said go up to 11. And Aikman's bidding against me, which I said would happen. All right. So the question is, yeah, he's going to get him. So how can I hurt him for it? Let me jump bid to 11, which is the max I said I bid for him. 12, nice. All right, so that's where I messed up. That's where I messed up, but that's okay. And I'm going to do 15, because I was going to do 16. So I might as well get the extra dollar out of the pot. All right, so now we got to roll with the punches. And that's Geno Smith. No, Kirk Cousins. So that was my big mistake. Not going all in on $17, $18 Herbert, and then missing out on $16, sorry, $17, $18 Lawrence, missing out on $16 whatever. The good news is Geno Smith will be $1, but the bad news is I have too much money. I can get my bench for way less than $23. Let's see what Lamar went for. I don't know what Lamar went for. Where do we do that? Let's do show draft. That's a good. Show drafted quarterbacks. Lamar. $12. 12 freaking dollars. Yeah, so that was, I'm glad I did this. That was the big mistake. And I believe Burrow went for like half a candy bar or something. Yeah, Burrow went for 5. That's why you don't fall in love with your bodyguard. But that's okay. So now who am I going to get quarterback? Because I'm going to get them. Because quarterbacks have dried up. Only I, and this person has no money, has them. I think I want to get Kirk Cousins and Geno Smith. And I'll just get my entire toolbox bench. Which is fine. Which is fine. I wish this would have gone perfectly. And I would have paid attention while Justin Herbert was nominated. And not drank profusely. But this is why we mock. And this is only a mock. Oh, wait, what? This is real? Oh. I don't know what to do because none of my analyses handle me getting a not top eight quarterback. Maybe I get Tua. So now I'm like, what's the split between Kirk Cousins and Geno Smith against fantasy defenses? I don't know because I didn't study that this year. So I'm just getting one of them for $1, and I'm gonna get my bench, and I'm gonna have about $10 left over, and that was bad because could have used that $10 to sacrifice Calvin Ridley, get Trevor Lawrence, and then also get one of these other wide receivers that went for an insane value because that's what the crash is. Like Hopkins or Ayuk or whatever. But it's ultimately not that important because I do have Diggs, St. Brown, Harris, Gibbs, Andrews, and Ridley. But yeah, that's a fun exercise. I did it. Glad I did. And that's why you don't wait till the last in the tier. I should have moved on Burrow when he was $5 instead of waiting for my true amour, Trevor Lawrence. But then it turns out that Herbert and Lawrence were both loved by the two other guys, and I think I telegraphed that pretty much very well. How the hell did Burrow go for 5? What is going on here? Ah, so funny, so funny. All right, having a good time though. Still having a good time. And about to get my bench and then go. That's cool. Yeah. You look at still, Korok Leafs is you have a decent team, but you're gonna have $20 left over. You could have used to upgrade. That's why you upgrade now and then worry about later in a 10 team. Stop it. Oh my God. I got places to be, y'all. Stop nominating people from the Council of Evans, for God's sakes. If you're just coming in now, I'm doing a Yahoo 10-person public mock auction. My team turned out great. I made a huge mistake in not moving on quarterback before the last two in the tier came up, and now I have to suffer at quarterback. So make your tiers, move when there's 3 or 4 left. Don't wait for 2 to be left. That's the takeaway. That's the takeaway. And now people are arguing about tight end or something. What the hell? Oh man, I'll be tripping. Also, even if you love Calvin Ridley and want to marry him like I do, if he's in your flex spot, you can wait and save about 10 to 13 bucks waiting for a crash. Yeah, yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. It's a really good lesson. And it's why I don't learn these lessons doing football absurdity drafts where everyone's just kicking everyone else in the whatever parts they have repeatedly because, yeah, I'm still going to do fine in this league, but I didn't do perfect in the draft. And I always expect if I'm playing against a bunch of randoms, I need to do perfect. And now we just wait. So I wish Wally was here to start analyzing other people's teams and filling air, but I'm just like, I don't know, man. Let's look at other people's teams. Uh, your team sucks. Your team's pretty good. Your team sucks. Your team is pretty good. Oh god, your team sucks. Eh, your team could be better. Your team. Oh god, your team's pretty good. All right, let's just start nominating my guys so I can go be with my family. I like Kirk Cousins. He's got Jefferson Addison. He's got that high floor. Doesn't really win you a 10-man league, but whatever. And the ultimate insult, I'm gonna end up with too much money, like 15, maybe $10 to $15 too much money left over. So I have to piss like a racehorse. I don't know why. It's the weirdest thing. None of my bench darlings should have gone. I'm gonna be pissed. And where is that? All right, cool. They're just arguing over kickers. Nobody cares. Good Lord, nobody cares. Nope. I'll take him. I got too much money, man. Uh, how many more spots? I got 7 spots. 5 guys I love. What am I gonna do? What am I going to do? Let's throw. No, I don't want another wide receiver. I got so many wide receivers. Let's do some running backs or something. Anybody I think might not suck? No. Yeah, see, that's why this money should have gone to an earlier quarterback. That's the lesson to be learned from this. I'm just going to finish strong, get these 5 guys. Don't care about kicker defense. Well, who's on defense? Oh my God. Oh, wait, hold on. Scroll up. Oh, that quarterback play, that was the mistake. Sure, I don't care. Let's do it. Cool. I got a defense, or who cares? Notice I'm not in the lonesome. There's a lot of guys who are in the dollar player rounds who have too much money. That's why you always pre-spend. The shorter the league, the more you pre-spend. And I'm just gonna start nominating my guys and getting them because I'm gonna get them. Maybe I'll hit on a guy somebody else wants, and we'll have a fierce bidding war, and it'll be good TV. But whatever. Oh my God, AJ, don't get out. My love for Calvin Ridley has put me under. Let that be a lesson to you. Some lesson. I don't know what. I should have pushed the envelope at quarterback. There's an old saying. Why should you never push the envelope? Because no matter how much you push the envelope, it always remains stationary. Stationary. Oh my God, now I'm getting Jordan Addison for one. Yeah, I'm ending up with like $7 left over. Good Lord. All right. Appreciate those of you who are sticking around for round 10 of a bunch of people punch each other in the balls for $1. Oh my God, I don't want corn sun. Pass. Where's the pass button? Pass, 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 pass. What other jokes do I like that I haven't written? There's not many jokes I like that I haven't done. A photon? No. A quark? Yeah. A quark boards a plane, and the steward asks, "Will you be checking a bag?" And the photons, and sorry, okay, let me start that over. Thank you for being in the stream, Quest Tracker. You're amazing. I'm just drunkenly trying to like come up with jokes to fill this Tyler Bass nonsense. A quark boards a plane, and the steward asks the quark, "Are you checking a bag?" And the quark says, "No, thanks. I'm traveling light." That's the joke. Book it. Appreciate those of you who stuck around. After a few, I'm going to bail to go help my family, care for my family. But I love you, and I hope this taught you some lessons. It definitely taught me a lesson about falling in love with Calvin Ridley when I still need a quarterback. Now, I don't need Evan Ingram. He's not in the Council of Evans. His application is being reviewed, and we might add him to the Council of Evans, but right now he's not in the Council of Evans, so not great. Not great. Don't care. So sad. Apparently I got Buffalo Steve. That's cool. I'm gonna get Jacksonville's kicker because I think Jacksonville's gonna be a top 5. scoring offense this year. We have to wait because Christopher's cool team is nominating a player. Don't care about the team that the Washington Commanders hate. My favorite joke I've ever written, and I've written hundreds of thousands of jokes but my favorite joke I've ever written was, I love my wife. She's perfect in every way except one horrible taste in men. That's the favorite joke I've ever written. Notice how it's this person was 17, this person was 15, my loser ass with 14. 6111100. I have regrets. I have regrets. Let's get Sharps out there. Love me some Sharps. Somebody go toe to toe with me from Sharps. If I get Sharps for one, I'm going to end the stream because no one's paying attention and Sharps is so good. I love you all. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching this. Oh, people care about Sharps. Let's come back here. All right, I need to stick around until I get McKinney. Dang. Actually, no, I'm going to end the stream. Thank you. I love you. Goodbye.